everybody. Welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is you can't fix a man. You can't fix it. Before we get started, I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, ladies, we meet men, and maybe he's not everything that we would like him to be, but we feel like, he's a man. So we don't want to let him go because a lot of us are kind of desperate just to have a man. So if you get one, you feel like you can fix it. You can fix him with your love, with your kindness. You can pour a little money into him to fix him up and all of that. And you can make a man. It's kind of like, in the mall, they used to have this store say, build a bear. Women think they can build a man. You just take any man, whether he is poor, homeless, he could be a hobosexual, he doesn't even have a place to live or whatever. You bring him into your home and you feel like you can mold him and make him an upstanding man for you. Ladies, you can't do that. It's never going to work. You cannot fix a man. He can fix himself. And I prefer him to fix himself before I get involved with it. Period. But ladies, you don't have the power to fix or change a man. It's really up to him to do that. And ladies, I don't care what you do. You can take him with you to church. You can dress him up. And I'm talking this way because I know women who have married men and say to them, I'm going to fix him up. And they do. They pour money into him. They buy him a car. They buy him clothes, or whatever he needs. Help him write his resume so he can get a decent job on his way and all of that. And what does this man do? He takes advantage of you and cheats, mistreats you, and is not thankful for anything that you have done for him. Nothing at all. In fact, he'll go off looking for greener grass someplace else. And you ladies who are engaging with men who live out of the country, be very careful. You can bring these men over here and then think you can fix them up. No, you can't. You can't. He'll only come over and take advantage of you, mistreat you, and do whatever he's going to do and be whatever he's going to be, regardless of you. Ladies, focus on fixing yourself to be everything that you can be, the best version of yourself. Spend all of that energy on yourself instead of trying to put it into a man. That's why so many women get taken advantage of, because they'll take a man knowing that he's not everything that you want or that you desire, but you feel like you can mold him, fix him up, and then he'll be fine. And many times these are the men that break your heart. Ladies, don't do it. If the man is not at the level that you desire, pass him by. You can't make a man. Pass him by and continue to work on yourself. Be all that you can be. And many times, ladies, when you're at your successful pinnacle, men will come to you anyway. They'll flock to you. Some of them are no good because they're just looking for a woman to take care of them. You got to watch out for those men, because so many successful women get caught up with these men because, they look good. They talk good. They're slick. They're, slick playboys. They're the ones that approach you. And you see that he's not all of that, but you feel like, being with you, he's going to change. He's going to be everything. And then once you take him in under your wing, that's when he starts to take advantage of you. Ladies, don't do it. You cannot make a man, and you can't fix a man. So don't get into a relationship knowing that the man is not up to par, thinking that you can fix it. You don't even try to fix it. It's too much energy. And most times, you're going to be the one that's heartbroken in the end. Ladies, you got to love yourself. You got to value who you are and put all of your energy into making yourself the very best that you can be. Don't spend your time running around looking for a man, especially if you are an older woman. If you've already have been married before, if you already have kids, but you want a man. You still want a man. Now, I get letters from ladies that say, I still want love. Well, my question is, if you love yourself, you should be full of love. You need a man to make you feel loved. You need a man to validate that you are lovable. You should be so full of love in yourself that you don't need anybody to show you that you are lovable, that you attract men. What is that? That's your mind. That's your belief. You're thinking that you are nothing if you don't have a man. And I remember when I was growing up, you heard the words spinsters. If a woman isn't married by a certain age, then, she's a this and she's a that. Ladies, don't go with that. Don't let that play out in your mind at all. You can have a very full and happy life without a man in it. Now, if you're a young woman and you want a family, well, yeah, you want a mate. And if you're in your, 20s or 20, I guess it's like 24, 25 when you finish school, unless you're going into a skilled profession or something, may take longer. But you really should concentrate on your career first. All of you young women. Quit picking up these losers along the way because they're just gobbling up your time. You can't help them and don't try to help them. Okay? Concentrate on yourself. Be successful. And once you are successful, then you watch out. A lot of men out here looking for successful women. They don't have anything, but they want a successful woman. Okay? Especially narcissists, because they need that supply. All right? So you be very careful, but be happy. Now you can date. You can date and be happy dating, but there's no reason for you to marry if you're not looking to raise a family. Why do you need to marry somebody? Because there's no guarantee that this man is going to stay with you just because you got a piece of paper. All right? There's no guarantee at all. The piece of paper only bounds you in this system, and it's easy to get the paper, but then it's hard to get out of it. You need to think about that, ladies. Now, like I said, if you're young, just starting out and you want to create a family, okay, take your time. Hopefully you'll meet the right mate. Don't find a man that you got to fix, even at a young age. He should be on the same path that you're on. If you're out there working to be successful, then he should be out there working to be successful just like you. Make sure he's on your level or higher. Do not engage in a man lower. And this is where women think that they can fix a man. When you engage with a man who's lower at a lower level than you. You think you can fix him and bring him up to your level. It takes too much energy. Don't do that. And it takes away from your focus. All right, you get a man, you're trying to build something on your own. And I encourage all women to do that. Build your own. And get away from that mindset that you need a man to build something. You can build it on your own. And when you do, you be very careful about who you choose to engage with. Because you'll get all these men coming at you, pretending that they're this and that they're that. Then you find out that they're shysters. Take your time with these men. And don't rush to marry anybody. Take your time. Just because you get involved with a man doesn't mean that he's going to change for you. If he's going to change, he'll change during the dating process. And make sure it's a real change. Because some men will pretend for a little while until they get you. And then once they get you, there you go. It was all just a big game, ladies. That's why I say protect yourself. And I encourage you to be successful, because if it falls apart, you can still go on. You can still make it. But if you have a man that you are dragging along with you, he's not contributing to you. He's taken away from you because you thought you could fix him. He's slowing you down. And in many cases, he'll stop your success because he'll get jealous after a while. When he sees that you're getting tired of him hanging on, then he'll try to destroy you in the process. Ladies, guard yourself. Love yourself. Know who you really are. Know the power that you have. And don't be so quick to give it away just to have a man in your life. That's something that's been planted in our minds from little girls. You know, you grow up and you find yourself a man that'll take care of you. You know, those days are kind of gone. Now, there are men out here who were raised in families and their dads took care of their mom and they planned to take care of their wives and their families and all that. That's fantastic. That's fantastic if you are fortunate enough, to meet one of those men. But in many cases, those are not the men that you're going to meet. Unless you take your time and work on yourself. Spend a lot of time in meditation and allow the Spirit to bring him to you. Now, what I said about the Spirit bringing him to you. Now, let's look at that. There are women who will go and say, I'm waiting for God to bring him to me. All right. Well, how do you know? If the man approaches you and you are attracted to him and he's acting like he's attracted to you, how do you know that God sent that man to you? What makes you think that's the man that God sent for you? I know this woman who was a religious woman. And she says that when she got involved with this man, she went and prayed about it and everything. And she claims that God put us together. God meant for me to have this man to put us together. So they got married right away. I think they were together maybe a year and a half before she divorced him. She divorced him. She, the one that went up on the mountaintop to pray about it and declared to everybody that God sent her this man. Ladies, be careful of that. Use your mind. Use your mind. Don't believe all of these sayings that people say things that they do. Listen, when you meet a man, if he is not at your level or higher, and make sure you can validate that he is, not what he says out of his mouth. You can't go by that, because men will say anything if they see something they want. You validate that what he is saying is the truth, and that he is willing to share whatever he has with you. That's very important. No matter what you have, he's willing to share what he has with you. That's what you want. Anything less than that, he's looking for you to take care of him in some way, shape, or fashion. Ladies, you can't fix a man. You can't build a man. I hope that you understand the message today, because I see so many women who would choose the wrong man and then try to clean him up. Stop doing that. Stop that. If he's not already cleaned up, pass him by. Like, don't be desperate for a man, and think about why you feel like you need him anyway. If it's just for sex, listen, remember, lust is low vibrational. It's low vibrational, and that's where your mind is, in a low vibration, if you're thinking that you just need a man to have sex with. That's lust. That's not love. And then you get into these situations and you think, it'll turn into love. Not likely. Not likely. If your foundation is low vibrational, that's what your relationship would be. I hope you understand the message today, and I really hope that it helps someone. Now, those of you who may have a question that you'd like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. And if you're looking for today's affirmation, the link is also in the description. I want to thank you so much for your comments and your letters, and a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best, and I really hope to see you next time.